All right, we are live and we are talking about the win against Burnley. मानस क्या बोलता है यार? मतलब थोड़ी देर के लिए तो स्ट्रेस था, बहुत स्ट्रेस था.
बहुत देर के लिए स्ट्रेस था. It was just one of those games. Actually, we had control of the game, Nidhi. Uh,
Yeah,
but you always just felt that they would have that one great chance, and the highlight that we were playing, it was always kind of risky. And Allison in a few moments made some great saves. So मेरे को वही स्ट्रेस था कि एक और वैसा चांस था मिल जाए ये लोग को और ये लोग गोल ना मार दे. But it was a very very Burnley-ish game, if you know what I'm talking about.
exactly. वो तो Burnley मतलब they like to play like that, no proper
Uh,
defend and do nothing and just defend and get that chance which they almost did. Vigos ने कितना chances miss किया यार. I was like ऐसे करके I was watching the game. There was a lot of Burnley का थोड़ा सा मतलब I think luck also favored a little bit. Luck
हाँ,
did favor us.
yeah, they were. They, they had chances in the first half. They certainly had chances in the first half. We had bulk of the possession, but they had decent chances. But Fabinho, bro, like I think Fabinho has a better goal scoring record than Firmino this season. For all you know. Nidhi, I'm just charging my
किसी
phone.
ने
I'm just charging my phone and coming.
हाँ हाँ
Just a minute.
somebody Vigos was really good for them. हाँ यार Vigos was really good for them. Look यार I know we won by only 1 point and it was a nervy win for us. But at Turf Moor, I'll take it here. I mean, Turf Moor is a very, very tough place to go. These are not places that you can go and be comfortable at. We went and got 3 points. That's all that matters. I mean, not every game will be, at our best. Swashbuckling. Uh, yes, Nikhil will talk about it. Comments on I think it was a penalty. I think Salah clearly gets impeded in the box. I don't know how it wasn't given a penalty. I thought it was, but again, yeah, thankfully it did not change the course of the game. Matlab, we ended up winning, but it could have been very costly for us.
What could have been Nidhi?
Manas, you thought it was a penalty?
Yeah, but क्या था ना कि साला ऑलरेडी वाज थोड़ा थिएट्रिकल हो गया इसलिए शायद से नहीं दिया. But it was a pet contact तो था bro, but like you
हाँ
said, now
मतलब
it doesn't matter. Now it doesn't matter because
हाँ I mean he was nowhere near the ball but अभी ठीक है अभी it doesn't matter in the context of the result because we got 3 points. Of course
yeah.
मतलब अगर वो goals अगर nil-nil हो जाता और even worse तो फिर हम it would have been much bad.
Nidhi,
What
I
would be
think
the
you need
front
to
three
get
against Inter?
Nidhi, I think you need to get a haircut ASAP, bro. Like
I do.
your hair has a life of its own right now.
It has a life, it has a personality of its own. What would be the front three against Inter?
यार मतलब it's a tough one for Jurgen Klopp because I think one like before we went live and everything today, Nidhi, मैं तेरे को बोल ही रहा था कि Luis Diaz will not find it easy to get a place in the starting level right now.
Hmm.
I just get the feeling that see everyone did all right, Firmino as well, but I think Jota has to start. Jota and Thiago in midfield have to start, but I think it will be Mane, Jota, and Salah.
I think so. I think yes. I don't think Diaz will start already against Inter. I think it will be Jota through the middle. Jota almost had another goal today. Almost.
Yeah,
वो last moment when the Burnley defender tackled him, Ben Mee. Was it
yeah.
Ben Mee or Tarkowski? Somebody.
It was
Um,
one of the defenders. Yeah.
yeah. Otherwise, he would have been at 13 goals. Ganesh says, Bro, I'm a City fan and good win for Liverpool. You may have a chance to win the Prem as we will put all our eggs in Champions League. or what are your thought on our chances? Your chances in the Champions League? पता नहीं यार,
I
see
don't
champion. हाँ बोल.
I don't think they're going to put all their eggs in the Champions League basket. I really don't think. Pep is someone who I was seeing an interview recently. Maybe it's older, but with Gary Neville on Monday Night Football, he said that I would rather win the Premier League over the Champions League. So I think it's very evident and very clear that where the priority lies for uh, Pep Guardiola, he wants to win the Premier League. There is no way that they will put all their eggs in the Champions League basket. Of course, Champions League is very, very important, but the the priority will be to win the league first. There's no way that
Yeah,
they will let loose of this. Sorry, yeah.
yeah, 100%. And secondly, matlab, yeah, you have so many eggs and so many baskets, right? I mean, you guys can rest Kevin De Bruyne and still win 4-0, 5-0. You guys can rest whoever you want to and still, keep winning games. Of course, Champions League is a bit different because, it's all about a good 90 minutes. But I think both are the priority, regardless of what Pep says in the press or whatever happens. I think City are definitely good to win both. What happens might be, I think the Premier League City will win. I think so. We may have an outside chance, but I think Champions League to pata nahi yaar. It's difficult to
That's
predict.
Premier League का वही है निधि. Like if we keep this gap till we meet Manchester City,
Hmm.
तभी थोड़ा मजा आ सकता है. I'm talking about as an outsider's point of view, third person's
Hmm.
point of view. अगर हम वो गेम जीत जाए तो अलग हो जाएगा कुछ. But अभी तो बहुत दूर की बात है. Chelsea हमसे City are far favorites.
It's very difficult. Yeah, the Premier League is very difficult for us. Um, are we being victim? Are we being a victim of the fact that we got a controversial penalty against Palace by Kevin Friend, and now we won't ever get any close ones?
Ever तो बहुत दूर की बात है, but
हाँ
maybe
मतलब
today
won't
it
ever
was.
तो बहुत बड़ी बात है, but I don't know, yeah. See, that's why that's what I always say. When we got that penalty against Palace, everyone was so enraged. Uh, I'm not watching. I don't think. I don't think there will be. In fact, I think Robbie Keane said it wasn't a penalty. तो वो तो है ही यार, मतलब अब पता नहीं अब if इसका लॉन्ग टर्म implications है कि नहीं, I don't know, but मतलब ये तो होते रहेगा. Did it go to VAR? I don't know if it went to VAR.
आज का
हाँ.
VR ने बोला it's not a clear and obvious error, so no one went to the screen, nothing. Every controversial decision is considered, so the people sitting in the VR dugout said that नहीं.
Anyway.
निधि मेरे को एक बात बता कि अभी Fabinho has signed a deal in 2026. Okay,
Hmm.
हमारा thumbnail भी Fabinho पे है.
Hmm.
Uh, I just think that that guy is just like an octopus, bro. Like he's here, he's there. Like he just dictates everything in our game, bro. Like and he's developed his knack of scoring a goal here or there. Like the complete midfielder बन रहा है.
Yeah, 2022 में I think he has 5 goals. And मतलब, of course, we always knew how good Fabinho is as a defensive midfielder. I think
Yeah,
he's just starting to show that he can score goals as well. Today's goal, if you look at his position, he makes the run, and then he is basically he's saying, okay, if there is a loose ball, I'll be available, and then he hits it, and then he's there for the rebound also. So I mean, Fabinho is amazing, yeah. I mean, what a great thing to have Fabinho in your team.
yeah, yeah. But I genuinely think that we are blessed at the moment, and then I think we will see the best of Fabinho, Thiago, and Nabi together as well. That's something which I'm very excited about. The dynamic of the game changed when Thiago came on, but
Yeah,
obviously, like Hendo was needed in the first half, in the first 60 minutes because, bro, I don't mean to sound weird, but by conditions itne pure the. It was so windy. You needed someone gritty in the middle of the park, bro.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. But since we are talking about this, we'll love to take this question, Nikhil. But let's talk about this first. I'd really love to see Jota starting game in and out rather than Bobby. No disrespect to Firmino from the bottom of my heart. I love Firmino, but he's only a good sub now. Jota is far more productive. I don't agree with this. I think that Jota is brilliant. I don't think Bobby's interplay between Salah and Mane, the way he just drops between those two, is absolutely brilliant. Jota provides something completely different, and I understand that people looking at only output would say that Firmino is only a good sub, but Firmino does a lot different. He's actually I respectfully quite disagree with this statement that he's only a good sub. I think Firmino is very important to the team. And today as well, he was brilliant.
100%. Like Firmino is the connector in our team. Yeah, like the way he drops and the way his touches, his turns, just opens so much space, especially for Trent and for Robbo. And those guys are our main ball providers, assists count. So Firmino is very. See, I mean, it's a great problem to have, Tanmay. Like, I
Yeah.
understand why you would want to start Jota as well because he's scoring goals for fun. And I can totally understand why someone would want to start Firmino. Like, I was talking to Nidhi and I thought that this front three would be the front three for Inter. Now that I've seen these guys play all the minutes that they have, Mane got substituted quickly, but Salah and Firmino, I think, lasted the entire 90 minutes. So it's going to be interesting to see who starts against Inter, man. It's going to be, it's a tough one for Jurgen Klopp.
By the way, if you look at us play, Jota plays better when Firmino is on the field. By the way,
Yeah, yeah.
so that must tell you something about Bobby Firmino. Um, Anyway, from Firmino and Jota to Hendo, another
Uh,
factor is Hendo's position at the team when all are fit. Personally, feel that Thiago has to start unless there is an injury concern, and Hendo should come at the bench looking at his form. प्रॉब्लम ये इंजरी कंसर्न जो तू बोल रहा है ना वो सबसे पहले थियागो विल बी द इंजरी कंसर्न सो
yeah,
दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम
yeah. I think we have to now genuinely manage the workload of Thiago. I understand. See, I like Thiago just adds something so different to what Hendo cannot. But what Hendo provides, Thiago cannot either. So you have to find a balance over there. Um for all the possession that we had in the second half, for being a goal in front, Burnley had to attack. Still, we didn't score. Thiago being there, but I understand why you feel a certain way about Jordan Henderson. There are certain limitations, but there are so many good qualities about Jordan Henderson, which I feel at times people just don't do tend to just overlook, which I think is rather unfair. The guy is, yeah, matlab, kya bole, like, but I think Nidhi has played more than 400 games for Liverpool. Like, what? कुछ तो start था ना इसे
फॉर
uh,
हेंडरसन
yeah, I think he's played more than 400 games for Liverpool. Like, I mean,
वाओ ओके
एक बार check करो man. Just let me check, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Congrats on. So Ankit is here. He says, "Congrats on the win, guys. I'm just happy with last night's cup win. Congratulations for that. Yeah, Chelsea played really well. I did not watch the game, but I did manage to watch some highlights, and Chelsea were really good. I told you, that Chelsea are way too good for Palmeiras and Al Hilal. Good to see at least some team pushing City. So, yeah, I don't know if we are pushing City really. City are right now at a slightly different orbit. We are somewhere around that orbit. Um, it's looking very unlikely that City will drop any points. In fact, I won't be surprised if City win 14 on the trot from here on, including the game against us. I won't be surprised if that happens. They are that good.
Hmm. Yeah, City को हराना बहुत मुश्किल है. Like, I mean, you could beat City on the day, but after and before that, you don't know what happens. Like, they're just so comfortable, bro. Like, they always are just so comfortable. We need a miracle for City to drop points and us to Like we need to literally not drop any points till the end of the season if we want to win the league, Nidhi. Like that's the reality of it.
Yeah, it is like you said. I mean, it's very difficult to see City. I mean, look at their fixtures. I mean, I let me just actually put that up on the screen. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at City's fixtures from here till the end of the season, and we will know where we are. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Manas, तू बात कर सकता है तब तक. Let me bring this up.
Yeah, so Nikhil has also mentioned I don't doubt Hendo's ability, love Hendo to blitz because he's a different player than Thiago, but the concern was more regarding Hendo's inconsistency in form recently. But Nikhil, I understand, but Hendo this season has provided vital assists, he scored vital goals. Case in point being AC Milan, Everton. Um, he's always been there and thereabouts when it comes to a team. If we speak about consistency, Henderson has been way more consistent than Thiago this season because he's been available way more than Thiago. So, I don't understand where this pattern of consistency and inconsistency you can compare between the two because Henderson has been way more consistent. This is just my humble opinion.
100%. Right. So these are City's fixtures: Spurs, Everton, Man United, Crystal Palace,
अभी next
Brighton,
fixture कौन सा है? Next fixture कौन सा है?
Spurs.
Okay, Everton away. Okay, tough है. मैन यूनाइटेड लाइक ये इधर अगर कुछ ड्रॉप कर दिए ये लोग ये 3 गेम्स लाइक स्पर्स तो वुल्व्स से हारा आज तो मेरे को कुछ एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं है लैम्पार्ड सिटी यूनाइटेड नेक्स्ट 3 गेम्स यदि इफ दे ड्रॉप पॉइंट्स था तभी
Aha,
चांस
it could be interesting. And our fixtures, let's look at ours.
ours are not next 2-3 are pretty doable.
We play Norwich, then we play Leeds, and then we play West Ham. Brighton, United. It's difficult here. It's difficult to see City dropping points, unfortunately.
Next, Didi, I just saw those next 3 right now, and I'm like, भाई इधर कुछ हो सकता है, like Tottenham, Everton, United.
यार होने को तो टेक्निकली कभी भी हो सकता है. Who thought they would drop points against Southampton? But मतलब difficult लग रहा है अभी. Let's see what happens once the Champions League starts. No, sometimes when you lose a game in the Champions League or you win a game in the Champions League, it can do things for your morale, and interesting things can happen.
Yeah, I mean, we are not gonna give up. It's very obvious. We're gonna go for the league. We're gonna fight at the end. Realistic chance to have, but it's not. In the words of Kapil Dev, क्या बोला था मुश्किल तो नहीं पर डिफिकल्ट जरूर होगी
हाँ मुश्किल तो नहीं कह सकते but difficult जरूर हो सकता है. By the way guys, if you are new here, please make sure that you like the video. The algorithm helps us if you do like the video. If you've not subscribed to Menace and the Monk yet, one subscribe from your side would be brilliant. It is going to be amazing. We try to do Liverpool related content. We do that. So far, touchwood, we have been regular. We love to do that. So your support is absolutely everything to us.
कितने लोग देख रहे हैं मेरे को पता है
11. अभी 14 थे, अभी 11 हो गए.
तेरे भाषण के बाद 11 हो गए.
मेरे भाषण की वजह से वही मैं बोलने वाला था. मैं ये नहीं बोलना चाहिए था. Southampton a better team overall than United. Right now, Southampton are in a very good run of form. They are. I was reading somewhere their last 10 or 15 games have been, they've either won or draw. They've not lost in the last 8 to 10 games. So they're doing well right now.
United, yeah, मतलब I just find it so amazing. United are dropping points, Tottenham are dropping points, Arsenal are dropping points. No one wants that 4th spot, yeah. पता चला David Moyes and West Ham finished 4th. Like
It will be, but why are you counting out Wolves today? There was this today. They have won a game against Spurs, right?
Yeah.
So the table. Let's look at the table.
आई
Uh,
आई तो वैसे तो लेस्टर भी जीत सकता है मतलब आ सकता है
नहीं,
टॉप फोर
लेस्टर नहीं जीतेगा. Come on.
देख फोर्थ वेस्ट हैम है फिफ्थ
हाँ.
यूनाइटेड सिक्स्थ आर्सेनल सेवंथ वुल्व्स एट्थ टॉटनहम
Hmm. Wool
United and
Arsenal.
West Ham have played equal games. Arsenal have played two games less.
Yeah, I think I think Arsenal have a good chance. By the way, is तेरा phone on है क्या?
वो उधर चार्ज हो रहा है क्यों?
हाँ, उसमें वॉल्यूम. अच्छा, एको
नहीं
हो
मेरा
रहा है.
फोन है ही आसपास.
हाँ, interesting comment from Memes World. He says these type of matches wins you title. They do, but I think that we have another team that we are competing against who would win this kind of a game 4-0. तो वो
Yeah.
प्रॉब्लम है. आह,
सिटी टफ होगा
यार.
यार. Like it is still possible. Have to take one game at a time. That's the only as boring as it sounds. Like I'm happy we got the win today. I'm very proud of the result today because it was
Yeah,
bad. Like the conditions were bad. It was generally very cold. You could see how windy it was. You could see what was the tactic of Burnley. They were just lumping it forward and making it tough for us. And we held on, man. We showed grit. We showed determination. The game against Inter now will be totally different. Like it will be a
yeah.
tough game. It'll be
We play
so
away,
different.
right? First,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting. Do you feel we can handle these long passes over our midfield with such a high line against Inter? Also, interesting question here.
You want to
This
go
is
for
an
it?
interesting. Yeah, I think that Inter. See, look, we can handle it, no problem. I think that the the style that Inter will try to play will be very different from what Burnley plays. I think that overall we handled them well today. Yaar. See, Mir, whatever chances Burnley had, I don't think it came from their midfield as such. I think it was mainly from some set pieces, one of the set pieces or a counter attack, and that's expected when you go to when you go to turf more. It is not an easy place for any team in the world. So I think we handled well. Inter will be slightly different. Theirs will be a lot more technical compared to the directness that we saw today. That is my feeling about this, right? I think against Inter, we definitely need Thiago in the midfield, and I think he will start against Inter. I think that I think it will be Fabinho, Thiago, Henderson against Inter. I don't think Keita will start against Inter. That's just my opinion. Chances of Lukaku in the starts for the Inter game.
Hey, Bhagwan. But
वो
that being said, Nidhi, he scored two vital goals for Chelsea in the last two games. Huh?
हाँ, मैं I was on Ankit's podcast, so I told him that Chelsea should start with Havertz in the middle and not play Lukaku, और उसी ने गोल मारा. तो मतलब this and Ankit was saying that you never know, might be Lukaku just scores in these two games and that is the start of his goal scoring you know run.
He
Possible है.
has last दोनों गेम में important goal मारा Havertz once again in a final scoring. But yeah, speaking of Inter, like Inter का like shape, formation, सब कुछ अलग ही होगा. Like it's going to be such a different threat to us. It's going to be a threat. Like I genuinely feel Inter is going to be a tough nut to crack for us.
100% यार. See, मतलब Inter is not an easy game to play for anybody. I mean, they are the top of the table, है ना? They are the table
Ah,
toppers in Syria.
yeah, yeah.
So it will be interesting here. It will be interesting. Chances of Elliot getting some minutes against Inter. I doubt it. I doubt it. Um, I mean, if we are comfortable, then maybe towards the end, or if we are really desperate, then maybe towards the end. But uh, those are the only two scenarios in which I think.
Yeah, there's no way Elliot, like in my humble opinion, there's no way Elliot starts this game at San Siro. It's just too big, I think, for him to get ignored. We have far more senior players who could, if we need to shuffle the pack, I think they would. Uh, I think it's pretty straightforward. I agree with the midfield. Niti. It is going to be Fabinho, Thiago, Hendo. I
What
get
would
that.
be what would be your defense against Inter, Manas?
Are the same which started today.
Same.
Yeah. Don't we kept a clean sheet. We've grinded our result. I think today was the day when probably Konate or probably even Simicas would have got a chance, but I don't expect us to change anything against Inter Milan. यार मतलब it's a Champions League round of 16 first leg. We have to win that game and we have to miss and no away goal also like away goals don't count
Correct.
so it's a different totally outlook to the knockout stage now. Neeraj is saying shouldn't Diaz start over Firmino against Inter given Bobby's form isn't. नहीं यार Neeraj like Bobby doesn't need to score goals week in week out, you know. And Diaz has just started one game for us, and it's a big game. It's a big game, yeah. Like we cannot, in my opinion, we cannot like make too much of a change. Like David Luiz, I'm saying Luis Diaz also to start this game. It's going to be a massive step. I
यार
don't
एक
think
तो
that's
ना,
going to happen.
मतलब इतनी बार मैं बोल चुका हूँ कि Bobby's form is great. He is not there on his role is different compared to Diaz, compared to Jota. His role is different. So his form is great. I think he's been very good. But yeah, matlab, in terms of output, if you're saying, then yeah, correct.
नहीं ये वही है ना न्यू प्लेयर सिंड्रोम है ये
हाँ, मतलब बॉबी यार इतना अच्छा तो कर रहा है, मतलब व्हाट्स द इशू?
आज भी अच्छा खेला यार बहुत बहुत अच्छा खेला आज
बिल्कुल। चल
मेरे
मानस,
हिसाब से
5 मिनट में खत्म करते हैं।
मैं बोलता हूँ एक क्वेश्चन में और खत्म कर देते हैं लास्ट क्वेश्चन
ठीक
होता है
है,
खत्म करते हैं
ठीक है, ठीक है। Happy with the 3 points lad, but a sloppy performance from our front three. You think it was sloppy, Manas?
clinical I would say that
हाँ,
uh, sloppy so the entire game was sloppy I think and we got the 3 points that's all that I care about but yeah I agree with what Roshan is saying that we could have like maybe the final ball could have been better like Mane kind of looked out of it so did
hmm,
Salah in a way because they're
yeah,
coming back and so I think it's only going to get better and yeah so it was a bit sloppy but uh, it was not
and
bad performance.
and Nick Pope was being Nick Pope. He made
Ah,
some insane saves as he
so,
does.
so did Allison once in a while here and there.
Allison का वो Vigos वाला chance was insane. Yes,
Like
Vigos
the
could have
way
scored.
he just smothered him, like like insane high, like he's so brave, bro.
And bro, Wood Vigos is a 6'6" striker. He is, matlab, it requires a lot of
Balls.
courage to leap
Yeah,
at a player's feet like that.
yeah.
Allison has really, matlab, yes, he gave a little bit of a loose header, but otherwise he was brilliant, man. Allison का वही ना, your worth is defined in those little moments.
Yeah.
अगर Vigos मार देता तो we are talking about a totally different game. Then Burnley would have put 10 men behind the ball, even 11. मतलब पूरा
Uh,
goalkeeper पता नहीं मतलब then तो it would have been very difficult.
yeah. Yeah. Allison has been one of our players of the season. Like, if not the player of the season, the number of times that he has got us out of sticky situations, I think it's remarkable. So, Nidhi, let's end this now.
All right. So this was Menace and the Monk. Please help us by liking the video. If you've not subscribed, please make sure that we request you to subscribe to our channel. We love to do Liverpool related content. We'll keep doing this. And thank you for joining us. Bye.
See you guys. Take care.